Working 4 hours a week in your business is one of the biggest goals of any entrepreneur. Actually, it's something I've been able to do, but not really very well with this new agency. You see, at the moment, we're not very organized and everything is kind of all over the place. So my goal this week is to try and build out more of an automated async agency that allows me to just step in, make sure everything's running, and allow the rest of my staff and team to fulfill all of the work that needs to be done. I really need the system to work because at the moment, I'm doing all of the client work and all of our marketing. And realistically, I just love to do these YouTube videos, focus on growing the agency and building out business systems, and allow my team to help me fulfill the client work so we can all kind of grow together. So that's the goal this week. Let's get going. I just got off a call with my video editor and we've decided that I'm going to try and vlog this week, which I haven't done in ages, but I feel like I'm much more natural on the camera and I can take you guys through the journey that I'm going on with the idea that you get direct access to the week that I'm experiencing and the problems and things and challenges I have to overcome. Hopefully it's similar to what you guys are going through so you can avoid making the mistakes I make and just do the right things. My goal this week and something that I've been focusing on is to build an agency OS that allows me to take a load of clients in and be able to fulfill the work without getting stressed or overwhelmed. This morning I live streamed the initial planning phase of that. So we went into FigJam and we tried to figure out all of the moving parts of what we need to build. My goal now over the next 5 days is to build that. So by Friday, we have the operating system ready. And hopefully I can give you guys a templated version of it as well so you can use it in your own agency. That being said, got a lot to do, got a lot of client work to do. I'm now going to go home. My girlfriend's a little bit ill today, so I'm going to finish off the last couple of hours back at home. Let's go. All right, guys, it's gone really bad. You know when you trust a freelancer to get a job done, you give it to them, and then it just doesn't get delivered. That's happened, and now I'm in a bit of a stressor because I have a client meeting tomorrow, and I want to always make sure that we deliver a great job. But what the developer has delivered isn't great, and I don't know if it's my fault that I wrote the ticket wrong or he didn't get the requirements right. But this is kind of why I'm building this operating system this week, because we're a fucking mess. And I don't know about you guys, but I hate it when a project goes wrong because I want to make sure that our agency has a really good name for itself. We value quality, we value taking time with this stuff. And I think just through pure mismanagement, poor communication, and maybe even not writing the ticket very well myself, it just happened to happen that this hasn't turned out as best as it could be. Trying to be positive, get it back on track, but it means that perhaps I'm going to have to do a bunch of work tomorrow that I didn't intend to do, meaning it pushes everything back. This is the life of a business owner, I guess, and an agency owner, but by God is it annoying when you want to just work on the fun stuff, do the things that are going to move the business forward, and then little problems like this crop up and you have to re-divert time to that. And it's just a time management thing, but we'll get through it. I'm excited, but that's just one thing I didn't need. Yeah. Okay, crisis over, I think. It's 7:30 in the evening now in Argentina. Essentially just words hand in hand with my developer to get it back on track. Feel a lot better now. This just goes to show, if you're not organized and your tickets aren't written out really clearly, you're really going to struggle with your team understanding what to do, especially in an async agency. When you're not doing little 10-15 minute meetings every now and then, you're going to end up with this point where nobody's really clear or aligned on what they need to do. One of my biggest goals, and probably something you guys don't know about me, is to go back to Boston in the United States. My grandfather was one of the biggest shipwrights in America, and he had his family in Boston. Now, the family, through generations, ended up in Paris and London and the UK and Ireland. And because of that, I have no rights to live in America. So anyway, my kind of really big goal with this agency is to generate $1.5 million. Because if I do that, then I can get what's called a entrepreneur visa. An entrepreneur visa essentially is you employing and having a business in the United States. You have to employ up to 10 people, hence you need like a lot of money to do it. And if you do it and it runs for 2 years successfully, you can get the visa. It's really easy. So anyway, that's the goal and that's where we're heading. And that's why I'm doing this series, to show you how you can make $1.5 million as well. Good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday. Today's an interesting one because the homework that we had to do was still not fully finished. So, cheers, by the way. The client work that we had to finish was not done, so I've got to focus on that today. But there's 2 really fun things that we're working on in the agency at the moment. So one is live streaming on Twitter and the second is YouTube videos. Essentially what I've done is I've split the agency OS into different parts that I need to build, and I'm letting Twitter vote on the ones that I build in the stream and like which ones I should focus on. So today it's really interesting because at the moment the voting is 33% for one of them, 33% for another, and then 34% for one more. So I'm gonna have my coffee, do some like note taking and organizing my thoughts and stuff, and then we'll see which one has won the race. Then I got a bunch of client work to do in the afternoon. I'm gonna try and film as much as I can. Let's get started. Okay, update. It's all gone to shit. No, update. Update. We did the stream. We built out our onboarding. I'm pretty happy with it. Not many people are appearing in the stream right now, so I'm trying to figure out like how to improve on Twitter and like with Twitter content, as I know that it will get leads, but I don't know. I'm just having fun in live streaming. It makes you really focus on what you've got to do. Second thing, developers still disappeared. And I've had to move the client meeting to tomorrow. And I'm gonna also have to try and figure out how to get the fucking work done by tomorrow. I can do it, thankfully, because I know what I'm doing, but dude, this is why I had a freelancer, so I didn't have to do the work, but now all of a sudden I have to do it, you get what I mean? So fucking annoying. Like, it should just be done, but oh well. I feel like this is an ongoing story this week. Like, really I should be telling you guys like, yeah, we're doing it. But there's always problems, you know? But yeah, anyway, that's the update. Right, I want to go to this bench and teach you all some things. Okay, basically, we're in trouble. No, we're not in trouble, but basically, today is Wednesday. I was going to do a live stream this morning. I was going to carry on with the agency OS, but we have all this client work, and unfortunately, the developer that I had is just not, it's not great. Disappeared yesterday, came back this morning, and essentially I have to jump in and fix all those stuff now. Thankfully, I'm a 5-star developer, and I can do that, but it just means like all my other stuff gets deprioritized, which is annoying. However, last night I stayed up until midnight building out a new Coda template that we'll be releasing soon, which is all about helping with tracking your relationships. I talked about it in a previous episode, but one of the reasons we've made so much money is all from just one referrer. And I want more of that, so I'm trying to figure out how can I track all these relationships I'm having, because I'm meeting people here at the co-work, I'm meeting people online, and I want to keep track of like these important people in my life who like I can help and also can help me as well. that's it for today, I think, so far. Yep. See you in a bit. One of the things I'm trying to get a bit better at is delegating work. So part of like this agency that we're building is that a lot of like tasks and stuff can be moved to other people on the team. So the big focus has not been about how much work can I do and how can I do it, but more about like who can do it. And that's been really beneficial this week. We've got Verity and other members of the team doing a lot of the things that usually I would just do by myself. So I'm reaping the benefits of having a team finally. That was the longest day of my life, I think. I did 4-hour sprint to get the client project to where I needed to be, fixed all the things that the developer hadn't done, gave the project to the client and did an hour's presentation. And by the end of the presentation, when we finished the call, I screamed so loud because not only were they happy with what I'd done, but I'd managed to get us back on track. And I think when you hit these like moments of like absolute despair and you pull through it, the like reward afterwards is absolutely insane. Now my focus this week is to get the agency OS done. I'm really focused on like trying to make sure that that system is in place so that we don't have these kind of problems in the future. And I guess like I got a taste of what it's like if I don't get this thing done, so I better get it done. Who's always waiting as well? Peppino is always waiting. Hello. Good morning. It's Thursday. Audio is not going to be great in this clip. We're going to the coast because we want to escape the city. Weather outside is horrific at the moment. I'll put some clips of the flood that happened. So we're kind of like in the middle of packing, as you can see, all of our stuff. And then I'll be at the coast for the next week, which will be really fun. Gonna do some work in the car on the way with better audio. See you in a bit. I want to film today, but this is all the face with us now. George, damn it. This day, quando lo cola. Okay, yeah. So we made it to Mar del Plata, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about what we achieved. Despite all the problems I had with the developer, I still managed to build out some stuff in the agency OS that I'm pretty proud of, and I think that will help with us being more organized. That being said, some of the things that we built were a place for people to do their onboarding, and now there's a nice little app that allows them to move backwards and forwards through the different steps and learn everything that they need to do. I organized the pages a bit more so it's easier to navigate around and understand where things are that you need. And as well as that, when it comes to tasks, there's now a place for people to look at their own tasks. And as well as that, a master list for me to see all of the tasks we're working on and keep everybody organized. The final thing that I put together that I think a lot of agencies forget to do is have a place for your goals. So I did that by adding this week's goals to section, which allows people to see what the priority is for the week and understand this is what we're working on, this is what the focus is, and this is the one thing we want to do. So yeah, that's the main focus, and I'm really happy with the progress this week. Bloop, bloop.